Ahorita nos
Tiene un
suscribimos a
seguidor.
su canal.
Sí, profe.
Ok.
Continúe.
Va a
Bueno,
ser
el
grande,
profe,
profe.
¿cómo?
¿Cómo estoy en YouTube? J Tigrero, creo. Creo que aquí están
Ahorita
viendo.
mismo le busco, profe.
Ah, si ven mi pantalla, aquí este soy
Profe, ¿qué
yo.
página?
Eh,
Ok, ya, listo, ya. Después hablamos de YouTube, ¿ya? A ver, page.
Uy, no.
One second, let me go to the student book. All right, page 81. Okay. So we are going to read about this guy, Matt, and we are going to read this blog below this description. ¿Qué es eso? Parece un... Okay. Bueno, okay. So who can help me read Matt's profile? His profile. He says, "Hello, I'm Matt." So this part. Who can help me read this part, please?
can I
Me
help you?
dice,
Yes, sure. I believe that was who
Uh,
was.
wait,
Yes. Go ahead, please.
yeah. Hello, I'm Matt. I am 13 years old and I'm from Manchester. I spend a lot of my free time watching films and reading about cinema. I suppose my dream is to work in the film industry, possibly in Hollywood.
Good.
Mhm. Possibly in Hollywood. Yes. So how would you describe this guy? Um,
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon. All right. How would you describe Matt? So you see that he has hopes, he has dreams. So how can you describe him? Remember, we were reading about feelings and how to describe feelings in the last couple of classes. Remember, hopeful, interesting, what else? Those things. So how can you describe this guy? How can you can say Matt, like I was saying, he's full of hope, he's full of dreams. So how can you describe Matt?
Me teacher Nicolas.
Yes, Nicola.
He is a young boy
Mm-hmm.
that like a lot the cinema,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe when he want to be an actor, can be.
Yeah, it could be. Yes, very good. So we have a guy, Matt, who is very passionate about cinema, who's very passionate about films, passionate about movies and the film industry. So maybe he would be an actor, or who knows, film director, maybe. So we will see. So let's read here this yellow part. Who can help me read this, please?
me teacher.
Yes.
Me. Hi, I have read on the internet that a lot of schools have film clubs. What exactly do you do in a film club? Are are they easy to set up? Do you need a special room where you can watch films or can use a classroom? I'd like to start one at my school, and I'm hopeful plenty of people will be interested. Has anyone got any ideas or tips that they can give me?
Thank you. All right. So we see that the same guy, Matt, would like to set up, remember that word, set up a film club, right? So he's looking for answers in this website, moviefanbase.com. So he's asking questions on how to set up a film club. What do you need? What films can you watch and discuss? Or can you use one classroom to start this club? Right? This is like the subject that you have, and that is called proyectos escolares, something like that. All right. So who can help me read Lee's, please? Lee's answer.
Emilia, me.
Yes, Emilia, thank you.
Okay. Say, hello, Matt. I belong to a film club
at my school. Before you start your club, I'd advise you to find a teacher or parent who can help you. There's a lot to do, and it's good to have an adult that you can ask sometimes. You
Mhm.
also need to think about the practical details like when are where you will show your films. I hope this helps. Miss Manchester.
Thank you. All right. So we see that
Teacher,
Liz. Yes.
José Cadena dice que está con el internet inestable y que por eso no puede entrar.
Ah, bueno, ok. No, no, no hay problema, no hay problema. Sí, yo entiendo. Gracias, Nicolás. Okay. So we see already that people are replying to Matt inquiry or actually question because he's looking for suggestions and this girl Liz is giving suggestions. So what are the suggestions that she's giving to Matt? What are the things that she's suggesting? What is one of the recommendations she's giving?
To have
That
another,
he, uh-huh.
Have an adult, right? That's one of them. So she's advising, you see, I would advise or I'd advise you to find a teacher or a parent who can help you. Mhm. That's a very good advice. And then she said, there's a lot to do, right? And also she continues and she says, it is good to have an adult that you can ask sometimes, right? What else? What is the other recommendation she gives? There are two things. So one of them, yeah, go on, Trevor. Trevor, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what are the practical details she's mentioning? Really? The practical details are, what are the practical details? I see the practical details over there, right here. What are those? So she is suggesting to consider the practical details like when and where. So time and place, right? So those are the practical details she's talking about. Okay, good. So next one, who can help me read? Steve from Nottingham. Anyone? Maybe Camila? Camila? No? Yeah, sure. All right. Thank you. So this guy is giving more suggestions. And actually, Trevor is whole, like whole, that to watch a whole film, that means an entire film, right? So whole, right? And what are the suggestions? Steve's suggestions. What are his suggestions?
That maybe Liz can create a film club after school to watch
Movies or
uh,
films.
uh, what?
Movies or films. Yes. Hmm.
Yes, to, o sea, para ver más cómodos.
Yeah. Good. So the thing is that this guy Steve is suggesting to create the movie club or the film club after school because they will have more time to watch the film because he considers, and that is true, he considers that watching a film during classes is very difficult because you don't have time to watch the entire film. That's good. All right. Thank you. I believe that was Nicolas. Um, what is the other suggestion he's giving? He's giving another one. What is it?
Find a
Mhm.
big room with furniture.
Good. Thank you. Yes. Find a big classroom with furniture so you can move easily the furniture and make sure you have all the appropriate arrangements to have a very good film club. All right. That's another one. And one other thing he is suggesting. He's giving three suggestions. What is the other one? That matches with the one Liz gave. So Liz is suggesting an adult, right? An adult
Yeah.
could be a teacher. So Steve agrees with that. But what is the special characteristic of that teacher?
That he's interested in films.
Yes.
Yes.
So he says, I think it needs to be a teacher who's interested in films and is willing to stay after school. Okay. So it has to be a teacher that meets both requirements. Okay, someone who is willing to stay after school and someone who is interested in films. All right, very good. Now let's go with Jenny from London.
Me, teacher.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Matt. A film club should be more than just watching films, or your members will lose interest. At our film club, we hold our own Oscar ceremony and give prizes to the best film, actor, director, etc. We also go to the cinema twice a year, and last year someone came and gave us a talk about making films. Jenny, London.
All right. Thank you. So, what is she saying about a film club? She's saying something very specific about a film club. What is she saying?
That they can give prizes like the Oscars to the best
Hmm.
film, actor, and director.
Yes, she's saying that they can pretend to have an award ceremony just like the Oscars, and they can give out awards and their own prizes to the best film, the best actor and director. But what's the other thing that she says about film clubs?
Teacher, she said that a film club should be more than just watching films because the members could lose interest.
Right. The thing is that watching the film clubs are not only watching films because that would you can be watching films by yourself at home. You don't need a club for that. But if you have a film club, besides watching the films, you have to discuss the films. You have to, like she's proposing, create your own Oscar ceremony, your own award ceremony, and give out prizes. So it has to be composed of two or three things that will make the club more interesting. All right. So yes, very good. And let's go with the next one, Phil from Bristol.
Me, teacher.
Yeah.
Hi guys, interesting post. I have a couple of suggestions which hopefully you can use. There are lots of organizations which can offer help with setting up your club. Have a look online and I'm sure you will find websites where there's some useful advice. Apart from that, have you thought about selling snacks and refreshments? It will create a nice relaxed atmosphere and you will make money for the school. Pete Bristol.
All right, thank you. So he's given two specific suggestions that have a lot of to do with money and raising funds, and also websites. So who can tell me the suggestions Phil is giving? What is he suggesting? Find what?
Find an organization that can help him to set up his club.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Find an organization. Yes. What else? He's saying something about snacks and refreshments. What is he saying about that? What can you do with snacks and refreshments?
He said that they could sell some snacks and refreshments to have a nice atmosphere and
Yes,
also make money.
that's good. Mm-hmm. Because it could be like the movies. They sell popcorn and sodas, nachos, to have a more relaxed and more suitable environment to watch movies. All right. So yes, he's giving those three suggestions. Very good. So now, do you think Matt's question was answered with these three guys? Do you think that they answer Matt's question?
Yes.
All right. Yes, they gave very specific details and even more information Matt was requesting. All right. And let's go to number 5. Read the comments again, and we are going to name who had advised Matt to do these things that the book is proposing, the 1 to 8. So, number 1, who suggested Matt to look for help on the internet?
Bill,
Phil.
Phil.
Yes. Yes, because he says there are, have a look online, and I'm sure you will find websites, right? So have a look online. That's the key to answer number 1. Number 2, to think about offering a variety of different activities.
Jenny.
Jenny. So why do you think it's Jenny saying that? Hmm? Why is Jenny?
because he offered two activities
Hmm.
that a film club should be more than just watching films, and the prices of the like the Oscars serve.
All right, yes. She is suggesting
La
that,
vecinita tiene antojo.
come on, that the movie club or the film club should be more than just watching films. That's why she's suggesting to create an award ceremony, right? Okay, so who was suggesting to offer food and drink?
Feel,
Feel
Phil.
Bill,
Bill,
feel.
yes. He
Mm-hmm.
says,
Feel.
have you
have a
talked about
talk.
selling snacks and refreshments?
Good. Yes, that's number 3. Number 4,
Steve.
Steve,
Steve, right?
Steve.
So yes, because he was suggesting about a teacher, right? A teacher.
Yes,
And how about number 5,
Also Steve.
Tiff,
Steve?
Steve.
Steve.
Steve,
Yeah, because he says that it is difficult to have the film club in the middle of the day, right? because you will not watch the whole movie during that time. You must do it after school. Okay, so that's number five. Number six,
Liz.
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 Please.
So it says to consider the time and place. Yes, because she says, where is Liz? Right. You also need to think about the practical details like when and where. So that's time and place. All right. Thank you. Yes. Number seven,
Steve.
Steve. Why?
Because he says I suggest you find a big classroom with furniture which you can move easily.
Good. Very good.
Teacher,
Yes.
I think in number 4 is Liz because here it says I'd advise you to find a teacher or a parent who can help you.
Right. Liz. That's correct. And the thing is that I believe Steve is also suggesting a teacher.
Yeah,
So
but
maybe
I
it could
think
be
that
both.
Steve is more concrete. It's a
Mm.
statement. So I
Oh,
think
yes.
Steve.
Mm. I believe both are correct because both are suggesting
Yes,
adults.
because in the question says who advised Matt and in the text says I advised you.
And the other guy is agreeing with Liz. So he says,
Mhm.
um, "Hey, hey, great advice, Liz." So he's
Mm,
completing what Liz said. So Liz
Yes,
said something, and he's following up on that.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
All right. Very good. Very good. Thank you for the comment. All right. So let's go to exercise number 6. So it says, read the comments again.
Teacher,
Yes.
Teacher.
you don't ask
Oh, I
the
missed one. Sorry, 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 sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Number 8. Who can help me with number 8?
uh, it's Jenny
Jenny.
People may leave the club if they get bored. Why?
because they said or your members will lose interest.
That's right. Yes, losing interest is the same as getting bored. All right, very good.
yes.
Very good. So
Yes.
now we can move to number 6. It says, read the comments again, complete the sentences with the highlighted words from the text. All right, who can help me read the first one with the answer? Remember, we have some highlighted words like setup, ceremony, director, refreshments. What else do we
Number
have?
1 is
Below.
refreshments.
All right, but read the whole thing,
Our
please.
cinema sells soft drinks and other refreshments.
Good. Yes, so refreshments are soft drinks like sodas, juice, and water. Good. Number 2.
Teacher, can I help you?
It's
Sure.
ceremony.
Yeah.
Renato.
Oh,
Wait a
Martin.
minute.
Oh, Martin, sorry.
No.
I'm not
What?
looking at
Martin.
you.
No, you.
You.
Well, at the end of the
Renata.
year, our school gives out prizes at a ceremony.
Ceremony, yes. An award ceremony, actually. Yes, good. Let's go through number 3. Who wants to help me with number 3?
Me, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Our teacher wants to belong to a book club where we can talk about books.
Our teacher wants to, yes. A book club. Yeah, good.
Teacher,
Number 4. Yes.
teacher, it is not
Mhm.
set up because belong to is
Set
in
up.
the 5.
Okay, so
It's
read the
it's better
correct one.
to say our teacher wants to set up a book club
Set up.
where you can talk about books.
Set up. That's correct.
Yes,
Yes, because set up means to assemble,
yes, teacher.
to create, to form. All right. So in this case, would be set up. So our teacher wants to set up. Okay. Remember, set up is form, to group, to gather, to create. Okay.
Teacher,
Now, yes.
me the 4, please.
Good. Please.
Okay, the director told the actors to do the scene again.
The director, yes, because that's the person in charge of, it is redundant, I know, directing the movie. So yes, the
Yes.
director is the person who can tell the actors to redo the scene. All right, number 5.
Do you belong to any clubs at your school?
All right. So what's the meaning of belong to?
Como
Será.
pertenecer.
Pertenecer, that's right. Pertenecer. All right, very good. So we have read today an article. Actually, this is a website entry, I believe, or like a blog, something like that. So this guy was asking for suggestions for a movie club that he wants to set
Yes.
up. So we learned today a few new words like set up, belong to. What else? Ceremony is not that new, but well, we saw that new word today, ceremony, director, and refreshments. So those are new words that you can incorporate into your vocabulary right now. Who is joining? Oh, Jose Cadena. All right. So you can learn how to use them because we already use them in this context. And also, one last thing I want you to learn today is this thing, the word profile hope. So, who wants to read these sentences, please? Who wants to read? No one? Please? Yes, Josue, don't worry, I know. Help me read these 3 sentences, please.
Me, teacher,
Yes.
Ana Paula. Well,
Mm-hmm. Thank you,
I
Ana
hope
Paula.
it helps. I am
Mm-hmm.
hopeful plenty of people will be interested.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have a couple of suggestions which hopeful will help.
Okay, yes. So I see that we have 3 different ways to use the word hope. Okay, so we have right here a verb. I hope this helps. Hope as a verb. What is the meaning of hope as a verb right here? What do you think it means?
Espero.
I hope. Espero que, right? I hope this helps. Espero que esto ayude. O espero que esto sirva de algo. Something like that. I hope this helps. All right. Next one is I'm hopeful plenty of people will be interested. All right. So in this case, hopeful is an adjective. So what is the meaning of hopeful? Remember, we already saw this. Oh,
Esperanzador.
actually, was helpful. Hopeful, the meaning of hopeful is, in this case, yo tengo la esperanza o tengo la certeza o espero que también. Yo tengo la confianza también, la esperanza más que nada, porque hope means esperanza, okay? And the last one second. Alonso Constante, welcome. All right, so the last one is I have a couple of suggestions which hopefully help. In this case, this is an adverb, hopefully, because it ends in LLY, right? It means yo tengo un par de sugerencias que es, ojalá te ayuden. Exactly. Yes, hopefully means ojalá in this case. All right, so you see, hopefully means 3 different things in different contexts, depending on how you use it. Okay, so you keep that in mind whenever you are talking or whenever you're writing to know the difference between each word. Let me stop the recording because we already finished our